Yeah, I just took Monday off. I was like, I feel like playing something different, so that's what I did. Played a different game entirely. I know I shouldn't do that, but yeah.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Well, it's true. It's just, I wasn't feeling very motivated to play Football Manager. I'm extra not motivated to finish that Denmark game because 4 teams is too much. I might just say, you know what, we're done. I can already see from the math that we're going to take fifth. So I can be like, it's a success and start a new game. I've already started a new game. Actually, I loaded it all up and got it ready. Oh, I've got all my
In
views.
Denmark?
Yep. No, 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 no. A new game I loaded up for not in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing there again. Once was enough for now. Okay, I think everything's back to normal now. Yes. Wrong view loaded again.
I'm just reacquainting myself with the team.
Hmm. Yep.
Was it just 3 days? Did I do my training? I don't think. No, I didn't. Um, no. You know I'm annoyed when I don't do my team training before we leave.
Yep. You were very annoyed.
It'll get better.
Oh, I hope
I
so.
have faith.
Yeah, it's got to.
Tactical. All right. What are we projected to finish the preseason? 13th. Okay.
Damn. Can you hear that? I hope not.
Yeah.
No? Okay, good.
Oh, we're getting ready to go into January. Okay. We not loan you in. League table. Are you waiting on me? Oh, sorry.
Not a big deal. Game keeps crashing, saying storage problem.
Just
Storage
like random.
problem. Wait, sto- okay, you can't say storage problem. You sure it doesn't say memory problem? Is it in English? I have to ask that first. Storage problem. I've trying to think of the errors that. Is it storage problem or memory problem? Allocating memory data. That's a computer issue, not a game issue.
What?
Is the error say
Loan.
it's running
Oh,
dangerously low on memory? Is that what it keeps saying before it crashes? Is that it's low on memory? Computers, yes, that's yeah.
Ooh, Evan? Yeah.
Okay, gotta make sure I'm still moving forward in the game here. Dangerously low memory. Okay, so you're having memory issues with your computer. There's something wrong with the computer. It's not the game. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, it's. I'm going to assume you're on a laptop because that's normally what it happens to. Ugh, sorry. I'm just looking it up because I'm trying to see if there's any recent issues with it. But there's so many things it could be, but it's definitely a PC issue. All the memory, there's no memory leaks in Football Manager since like 19. Memory leaks have all been fixed. That much I know. So your computer's running out of memory, which is not ideal. Oh yeah. Have you closed Microsoft Edge? Make sure you don't have Microsoft Edge running in the background. Although most people probably should know that. Microsoft Edge uses an inordinate amount of memory. Just don't ever use Edge, Microsoft Edge. Speaking of,
Oh,
chapter 34, I think. Okay, you restarted the PC. All right. Make sure you don't have Microsoft Edge. Oh, so uncomfortable lately. This health issue I'm having.
oh,
It's getting worse.
sorry.
Yeah, well, it's got to wait for more tests to find out what the hell's going on. So, but got to keep living life as normal.
This is true.
Yeah, can't let it get to me.
Schedule. Okay.
Hmm? City Beach. Oh, it's Carabao Cup.
Rodrigo wants a new contract. Do you have a release clause?
It's frustrating when you end up with game issues. I remember I had a laptop a bunch of years back and couldn't play Football Manager on it. It's the one I don't have that many very many hours on. I think it was a lot of years ago, but still I remember how frustrating it was. It's not great. Sadly, the only thing that ever helped was getting an upgrade on my PC, but not everyone has that option. So you end up having to do things like playing with fewer leagues loaded and stuff like that. You're doing that option next week. What's that? Upgrading your PC? Awesome. Sweet.
Alright, I need to like turn my phone off.
Your phone's driving you nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm distracted by Oz, the TV series. It's
I've heard of it.
oh yeah, it's really good. Rewatching it. Joanne hadn't seen it, so it's her first time watching it. But good show, really good show. Yeah. New mainboard processor, RAM, and maybe a mid-range card. Whoa, that's fantastic. Now that they got your internet sorted out, that'll be awesome.
Oh, today's Wednesday. Being off 3 days in a row, you kind of forget what day it is.
It's good to have time off, though. I'm amazed that some of the background noise doesn't come through my microphone. It's amazing. Came in and said,
I'm
"Oh,
a
you're
kid.
treating yourself? That's a great way to treat yourself. I think that's a really good idea." Discuss new contract. I don't
It
want to
might.
discuss.
I have music on in my background, so I just don't hear it. But I usually don't hear any of your background noise.
Yeah, it's just it always amazes me because some of these things are really loud. Some of the things they're yelling are quite derogatory because it's a prison show. So it's like, oh god, I hope that's not going through my mic. But yeah, so far it seems okay. Okay, so I'm sticking with this. I don't know what to do as my plan B anymore. You promised them, but you can't make that promise, Ray.
Hmm.
Been working on your world, Wrexham, when the problems flared up. So I'm working on it again. I got 4 signings I forgot about. Your world? What's that? Your world. Do you have a game today? You do, right? You're working out your tactics. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't forget to toss in those set pieces. I spent quite a bit of time on those.
Hmm.
Well, I mean they're simplified. Is basically all it is, but they'll work pretty well, better than the default. The default's going to get a big upgrade though, and this is one of the updates that'll be going into it. So we get to test it ahead of time. Look at that, Jacob. You get to test shit with me. I knew I'd rope you in eventually. Yeah. Your world, the game mode that was added. Oh, that's. I'm sorry. Of course, that's one of the new game modes. I haven't tried it yet, so I completely forgot about it. But yeah, yeah, I got it. Got it. Now I understand.
No, I like wingbacks. You could just send him mid. What did I have you on? Oh, crappers. Da. DLP and support. Yeah. So you'll be. Um. Let's try this.
I love it when you say that. Let's try this. Like, oh, going into experimentation mode.
Somewhat.
Well,
Not
the
really.
trouble with that is that
Really.
you can't always get instant like results out of tactical changes. Changing your tactics too much can actually be worse than trying to ride through something you know is at least
Oh,
somewhat
I know.
decent. Because match
I know.
preparation will screw you. But as long as it's not too far of a departure, then you'll be all right. That's all right. I am away to Liverpool. I hope I get a draw. Seriously, I do. It's like I don't really want to beat them,
Actually,
but I don't really want to lose.
I actually watched their game today too.
Hey, pretty good game, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they played really well today.
Well, we're not even halfway done with the season.
Not even halfway. Okay. Well, yeah,
Nope.
we've been going pretty slow, but that's okay. There's lots of time. There's no rush or nothing. Knowing that we can keep going year after year is great.
I agree.
You want to know if
What
the channel
gens?
points are still valid? Yeah, I mean we're pretty far into our game, so unfortunately, it's mostly new gens at this point. All I ever ask is that if somebody wants to do a transfer in our game, that they discuss it with us first. We're not going to put like Mbappe on a League Two team or something like that's we don't do that. It's got to be at least somewhat realistic or interesting. We've actually done quite a few transfers. Uh, I know some people like to get right in there and get involved with our game. So, oh, someone on my team. Well, I mean, we have done it, but no, I wouldn't want you to like. No, it's not a fuck up my team kind of thing. It was mostly for the beginning of the save. I think it was more interesting to people then when it was still real players. And I will have saves in the future, probably. I don't know actually, because when I play by myself, I like to not use the in-game editor. So we'll have to wait and see. It was fun at the start of this save, though. A lot of players got transferred, and it was pretty fun. And like a bunch of people really got involved in the process of having players move around. And yeah, you did lots, yeah. And so it was just something interesting. It could still be done now. Like if you see a player on a team or something, or if there's a team you want to boost, or who knows, like this, the possibilities are still there. JJ's been doing a whole bunch of them even in recent seasons. Happy so far. Okay, we're not doing well at all. It's 1-1. Okay. Well, there's us going ahead though. It was really cool when we were in Denmark because we wanted another team to be competitive with us, an AI team. So yeah, a couple people actually redeemed a bunch of points, and we put a bunch of decent players, as well as Jurgen Klopp for the manager because he was unemployed at that time, onto one of the teams, Copenhagen actually. So yeah, that's not what kind of thing it is. It's not a fuck my team over kind of thing. No, it's not what it's for. No. Okay. Good substitutions. Man, Martin's just got a brace off of corners. That's the good stuff right there. Put Ankerson in as a winger. Oh, they got one back right away. Fucking Pizzotti! Damn it! Hit the focus button, though it never works. I used it anyway. I don't know why, because that's what I would tell the team in real life. Don't you just hate that? Sometimes your instincts override your better nature. What do I want to yell at them? Like, I don't want to demand more because they're winning. I don't want to praise them because they just conceded. God, I hate shouts when it's like this. And now they're gonna fucking tie it up because I did nothing. Oh, not quite. They missed it. I'm going to tell them I'm happy with the win, though. You're awfully quiet over there, which tells me your tactical changes didn't do well.
Drew 1-1.
Okay, draws are okay. Nothing wrong with the draw. That's your future striker and current center back, and your 5 at the back. Right on. So let's see. Rochdale moved up a spot. Martin saved my butt in that game. Another guy I've got to. All right. Having him for Red Dragons just feels right. That's right on.
Hmm.
Okay, who do I have next? Sunderland. Okay. Probably should have rested my players now that I see it. Oh, you'll be back later? Okay. Phone's dying. Oh no. Better plug that in. See you later on then. Hopefully.
Seen this name so many times.
Whose name did you see so many times? Sorry.
Center back. Mhm.
Okay. Sunderland. Then I got a whole week off, so I like that. So I can stick with my starting players, even though I got some heavy match loads here. I'm actually going to start over him today. I think that's my captain, isn't he? Yeah, Stephenson's my captain. Okay, hold up. Gotta keep remembering to use the next match only button. That's such a useful thing. I don't know why I always forget about it. Did I save? I don't remember. So, okay. Oh, was that onside? It's offside. Oh, I disagree. Not that it matters. Looked onside to me.
The only opinion that matters is yours.
Well, I'm not the referee, so I don't get to decide. I have possession, but they're getting more passes. Need to break that shit up. That one's onside. You can't take that one away. Hell yeah. Ah, started Baker. He got a goal. Yeah, I knew that was gonna. No, I didn't know that was gonna happen. That's great. And he got a second. Wow. Okay. I don't know why. I just had this inkling. I'm like, I should start Baker today. He scored twice already. If I get a penalty, he's taking it. Don't let your performance drop. That's the one.
Hmm.
There's Stamenkovic's brace. It's onside. I can already see his name up there. Ha ha ha. Silly game. Can't fool me. Let's see. Hey, Drop Bear. Thank you. Round number month. Woo! That's worth celebrating, right? Round number time. Number 20. That's amazing. That's almost 2 years. To me, a round number, though, is like 24 because, years go in 12 months. Round numbers of like 20 are very satisfying. What can you say? 20 years of something is pretty amazing. 20 months is still pretty awesome, too, though. We're almost at 24. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? Almost 2 whole years. Crazy. I don't even feel like I've been doing this long. That time just flew by like it wasn't even trying. Okay, let's go watch the rest of your game. It's going to be 2-0 for Rochdale finish. I can see it now.
We'll be lucky to finish this 0-0.
Is it going that badly? No, it's going okay. It's a closely contested game. You are winning most of the categories that matter. OPPDA is a big one. Here it comes. Here's one. Yeah, there's one. You're going to get another before it's
You
done.
got that before I did.
Really? Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just happy you got one. And there's another one coming before it's over. It'll be 2-0. Here's an interception. Watts is putting in some good work. Imagine if you got a version of him with actual Premier League attributes. Damn, you'd be doing some wrecking ball shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Ferguson, come on, man. What? Okay, well, Ferguson screwed up my prediction. I blame him. I'm kidding. It's still a win. Not bad overall. Not bad.
Could be better.
Yeah, it could be a lot better, but 3 points is 3 points, and you're taking them right now. I know that. Putting them in your pocket and running to the bank with them.
Too much.
Pat in your pocket the whole way there.
All right. Let's do the training. Uh,
So we are 2 points ahead of United only. 3 ahead of City. That stupid draw with City. So who is next on my schedule? Crystal Palace in a week. Then Middlesbrough. Then Rochdale in the FA Cup. That'll be a backups game, I'm sure, for me. Hopefully for you too. This has been one of our VAR. It's a lot of controversial. I don't want to get involved in VAR shit, man. I don't want to get involved with this option.
what the fuck is there 17 points in a quarter
Mm-hmm.
for an NBA game?
17 points in a quarter. Okay.
Average, there's 50, between 50 and 60. They're on pace for 30.
All right. In a quarter, there's an average of 17 points a quarter?
No.
No.
When you add the two teams up, the two team scores, there's an average of 50 to 60 points a quarter.
Hmm. Oh, these
They're
guys are
on
having a
pace.
terrible one.
They're on pace for 34.
It's awful.
Yeah. You don't say.
50 to 60 points per quarter. No, the games have like 200 points in them. That doesn't sound right.
Yes, it does. 50 times 4 is 200.
Who's
When you
scoring
add the 2
200? Oh,
teams
two teams together. Never mind.
when you add the 2 teams
I was like,
together,
no
yep.
team scoring 200 points in a game, man. No, it's both teams. Got it. I am a little bit slow there.
Eh, excuse me. It's in 5 minutes. Good fucking luck. Alright, fine, we'll give you a new fucking contract.
Oh, I promised them one for the end of the season. That's what I like to do.
45 to 56. 61 million. Um, lock it in. You are not worth that much money, my friend. You don't score goals. Yeah. There's Oh, now I hear the TV.
You can hear it? Oh, okay. I wondered if people could hear it in the background or not.
And I hate this godforsaken game.
Yeah, but like, how clearly is it? Just
I heard it in the background. I wasn't able to listen to anything.
okay?
I'm gonna have to sell Rodrigo.
Oh, he wants too much money.
When's his contract up? 36. Screw that. We're withdrawing the offer. Good. Go home.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I had
What?
hit continue.
I saw it.
No, not your fault. I didn't realize I had hit continue. This is completely my fault. I was right in the middle of offering a contract to a guy. Okay, I'll start again here. Not your fault at all. I hit continue, and that's on me. Okay, there we go. That'll be a nice payday for him. Double his wages. What a dick. Who else did I promise? Marco. Who are you selling?
Nobody. He shut up.
Oh, he shut up. You offered him a contract. Now he's fine. Oh, Rodrigo. That's who it was. Okay. He's got a few seasons left, doesn't he? I didn't see how many seasons left, but he shouldn't
Yeah,
be
he does.
shouldn't be bitching for a contract. Well, I mean they do that anyway. It's just part of the game, right? Give me more money. I'm better now. It's like, well, what if you get worse? Do I get to give you less money?
Yeah, right. I do not want to go to work tomorrow.
So don't.
I can't. I have to.
Obviously. You say you have to. Guess you have to. You decide if you have to. Oh, time to retain some of my coaches, hey? Okay. Could probably improve this guy. I could probably improve on some of these staff members now, so that's cool.
Four. Well,
uh, the show. One of the prisoners. He's a leader of the Islamic people. He was just offered a pardon and he refused it because the governor that was offering it to him is too corrupt. Yep. No one saw that coming.
I and this and this.
It's just such a good show. If you ever want to watch a show, man, it's a good one. Get into that. It's an older show, but it still holds up.
I'm currently finishing up my show. What's up?
Right, right, right. Yeah, you were into one.
Currently finishing my show called SEAL Team on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Um, I just finished season 3 of 6. So I'm gonna keep trucking along. After
Nice.
we finish today, I'm going to
Dig
watch
back
them
into it.
before bed.
Oh, that's
Maybe
awesome.
three episodes, maybe before bed.
It's fantastic. All right, so Crystal Palace, Middlesbrough, 2 days. I should definitely do starters today because they're at medium and it's an away game. Mayor of Kingstown kicks a lot of ass. Mayor of Kingstown? I don't know what he's. Yeah, referencing something I should probably know, but I do not. I'm about to learn something new. I bet it's like the actor who plays Saeed is the mayor of Kingstown or something. Who knows? It's on Paramount. Oh, there's a new show. It's called Mayor of Kingston. Jeremy Renner is the lead. Interesting. All right, I just got scored on 15 minutes into this game. First friggin' shot on goal by them, of course. Oh, watch me go and lose to a stupid team like Crystal Palace after getting through all those big teams, right? Came out mostly unscathed playing all the bigger teams. Now they're giving me shit here. Fucking Crystal Palace. Jeremy, wait, is it Jeremy Renner or Jeremy Remner? That's a. You talking about the guy who was in that one Bourne movie, the Arrow guy? that's Renner, or is it a different person entirely with a similar name? Marcos Martins, get us back into it. I'm going to demand more, even though this is just the first half. The Arrow guy. Oh, Jeremy Renner. Okay, Renner. Yeah. He just put in a different name. I knew who he meant, kind of, but I just wanted to be sure it wasn't somebody that I, somebody else. Could just be a similar named guy. That's not impossible. Jeremy Renner. So apparently his new show is decent. Sounds good. I'll look into it. Thank you. I always like new recommendations. Rewatching Oz is fantastic, though. God, I love that show. I forgot how good it was until it started, being on the TV again, and I'm just like, oh wow, that show is so underrated. The funny part, Jacob, is even you like. There's going to be a bunch of shows you've watched, but there's going to be so many actors in Oz that you're going to be like, oh, I know that guy, or I know that guy. Like, and they all got their start in Oz. Ton of huge TV actors got their start in Oz. Lots and lots of them. J.K. Simmons, for example. Did you watch any of the Spider-Man movies?
Mm,
You didn't? Okay.
I have not.
No, okay. I just wondered. All right, so my team is playing like shit. Marcos Martins has scored off of 2 corners to keep it 2-2, but I keep going down. And yeah, Crystal Palace is really badly outplaying us. And what the hell, man? What is going on? I mean, seeing him in Counterpart and then seeing him in Oz is also a pretty far departure. But yeah, anybody who knows who J.K. Simmons is and watches Oz would be like, "Whoa, that's not the same guy." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." Fucking, we're losing again. Oh, this is really every shot on goal they take is going in because, of course, they are. Oh my god, I hate this game. Such a stupid game. Why do I play this game again?
Yeah, no, same.
4-1 win over Chelsea this morning. We were already talking about that. You weren't here. Oh, I'm kidding. Okay. Did that go through? I just praised my guys. Okay, I'm not paying attention to my game, and that's not helping. I just praised my guys, and we're losing. Oh, have a good one. Rest well. Fucking praised my players while we're losing. What am I doing?
I don't see that from you very often.
No, I'm just not paying attention. My mind isn't with me. It's been getting worse since I got sick. So yeah, but I am getting super effing annoyed with this game.
Or let's lose in stoppage time. Yep. All right. Fuck this game.
You lost
Fuck
in
this game.
stoppage time? Is that what you just said? You lost in stoppage time?
Yeah.
Uh, 1-0 or something?
2-1.
Two to
Uh,
one. 2-1. Okay.
love this game. Love it.
Yeah, I'm starting to get fed up with it too. Oh, I just fucking did it again. I just fucking praised my players again. Okay, I can't talk and do this at the same time. My mind is just not prepared for that today. Awful. I just praised my players again. Funny thing is last time I praised them, they scored. So I'm like, okay, that worked out, but I can't keep expecting that to work. Okay, now they're mad at me because I demanded more. It's like, what to lose? Yep. Fucking unreal, man. Ugh. And of course I got scored on. They have 4 shots on goal and 4 goals because of course they fucking do. Fucking ridiculous, stupid game. Can I get out of it, please?
Oh, I tried hitting continue. Didn't. Guess it didn't work.
Fucking stupid. God damn. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I bother. Working on this one. Right, it's just 2 days off before the next game. I didn't even have high match loads or anything, so there's just no good reason for that. Home teams are just way overpowered. Way overpowered. I get it. Home teams win more often than not in the Premier League, but I don't think Crystal Palace is winning against, Liverpool and Manchester City. Of course, I lost first place too, naturally. I haven't seen Crystal Palace beat either of those teams, and as long as I can remember. I think it's rubbing off on me. You're hating the game now. I'm starting to hate the game.
Well, it took you long enough.
Oh, why?
Because I only felt like I've hated it for the last, I don't know, 2 years. I feel like I say that I hate the game literally every time we play.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, yeah. No, I think you're right. Uh, so what do we do about that? I guess stop playing it, eh?
You want to stop playing today?
No. I mean forever. Like if you hate a game, why would you play it?
If you know smoking's bad for you, why do you continue to smoke? It's the
I
same
don't. I quit.
same thing.
I didn't. I
I'm
quit.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general.
They should quit. If something's bad for you, you should stop doing it.
It's an addiction.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's a good enough excuse. To me, I don't think it's a good enough excuse. If you hate, you should give it up. If it's bad for you, especially. Oh, good. At least I get to change my season expectations. I get a whole bunch more money, which is fucking useless. Yay, more money. For a squad I don't need to improve. Because the squad is not the problem. Although, when you get mad, you could when the game makes me angry, I have moments where I'm just like, I can kind of, in a way, and I mean I know better, but I could kind of in a way understand why some people get angry enough to think that the game is scripted. It's not. It completely isn't. But I can see why people think that sometimes. Just it has these moments where it feels like it's just like right there. It's like the game just decided Crystal Palace was going to beat me. It's like, well,
Yeah.
no, it didn't, and I know that. Like, it comes down to me not paying attention. I fucked that game up myself. Honestly, I could have done a lot more to prevent all of that, but I don't. I just when I'm streaming and sitting here and being social, I just kind of go through the motions, and most of the time I still win. But there was something in that game that I could have done differently, and I just don't know what it was because I wasn't watching. Now he wants an improved contract. Everybody wants a fucking improved contract. What the hell? Jesus, it's a cascading effect. They're all sucking and now they want more money. Repayments of, oh, we have a loan? I didn't actually know where we were in debt. We're not in debt. We have so much. Geez. Okay, so we have a loan of 19.25 million, but we have 82 million in the bank. It's like, just pay off the loan.
Yep.
Uh, uh,
Can't.
that's so dumb.
I know.
But we have to make repayments month by month, which will slowly sap away at our. Okay, well, I'm sure that they love giving interest to the bank. That must be what it is. They have a give interest to the bank addiction. Oh, it's January 1st, so the transfer window opens. Now we have that on top of it. Okay, I can use my starters today because I'm about to rest them. I don't play you for a whole week, and then I'll be playing backups anyway. They have a friend at the bank. Well, I'm sure they do. Most rich people do. I just don't understand why my team took out a loan when we have ridiculous sums
I know
of
it's
money.
interesting.
What's that?
People in this game think that Man United's always going to be so damn good
Hmm.
after so many years,
Yeah.
but I never see Watford do well. And you figured Miles would have something where, like, I don't know, they get 20 extra million to start, or some sort of loan or something. What?
No, because it's got to be realistic. And he's not the head researcher for that team.
Congratulations.
He actually gave a good head
But it's
researcher to
his.
that team.
Yeah, but it's quote my game. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, but he tries to keep it realistic. It's the words
Sure.
that's not realistic comes out of his mouth more often than anything else. Although, like, I don't know why that's where he suspends disbelief, because there's moments in this game that are so far from realistic. Like, you can call bullshit on. You can be like, well, almost every manager who plays this game gets to make all of their own transfers. That's not realistic. He's like, yeah, but if we take that out of the game, people would be upset and not want to play it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so keeping people happy actually matters to you? Then why don't you give them some of the features they want? Because they're not realistic. It's like we could
Yep.
go in this
No, I
circle
agree.
endlessly, man. Because, like, how many managers actually do their own transfers now in the top leagues? Like a very, very small handful of them, like two or
I
three
agree.
maybe, have any say on their transfers. I mean, director of football mode is a thing. Obviously, you can play it that way, but it's not the default way to play. And if you forced that on people, it would make the game a lot less good. But that's what's realistic. Maybe I'll lose or draw at home against Middlesbrough. That's what's looking like already. Well,
Hold on.
onside, onside. I wish to God that Out of the Park was just odd line like this.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because I'd be like, let's just switch to Out of the Park. At least that game I can make sense of. That game, if I do things right, I win. You know what I mean? I know how to do things on that game that, if you put in a tactic or a strategy into action that makes sense, you get rewarded. You need some game time really bad. We're only up by one, but whatever. Go play. Oh, I need another goal. I'm going to demand more.
Here. Mm,
I need more workers on the bench. Then what do I sacrifice? I don't know what to do.
this is mate. Oh,
Do that. One of you needs to play more. You get in there. There we go. Marco Spartans is scoring a lot all of a sudden. Keeping us in it. Putting the team on his shoulders.
not this one.
Are you winning your game? I'm suddenly winning my game, so it's getting a little bit better.
I simmed my game.
Oh, you didn't even play it?
You know.
That's a fun way to play too. Just sim games. Stop playing them. Then it's way less frustrating. I know my last game that I did, I was just simming games, and I was way less frustrated. Even when I lost, I'm like, okay, next game. It was a lot better than trying to micromanage each game, and watching the losses happen is so much harder. Something to be said for just doing a good old instant results game once in a while.
So let me know when your game's over, so I know to hit continue.
It's about to be soon. I'm just trying to watch and see. They're doing the very last minute replay thing. Of course, they injured one of my guys, and I have no subs left, so that's fucking lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Penalty. He's still rolling around on the ground with the doctor, and we're taking the free kick? Yeah, the doctor's still on the pitch, and we're taking the free kick. Hilarious. I would just ignore that guy. What? Uh, all right, no, they waited till they got to the sideline. Good. That's weird.
Um,
Okay, it's done.
here, yeah,
All right, let's see how yours ended up.
nothing. And a fucking missed penalty. You kidding me?
Wait, you didn't beat United for me? God damn it. You had a chance to take United down. I could have got first place back.
Oh god.
Uh-huh. So we're just going to sim our games today? Take the frustration right out of it, even against one another?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I just want. Got to do something to change it up because clearly getting frustrated and mad is not going to keep working. Can't keep everything the same.
I
That's the
agree.
definition of insanity.
Yep.
They could finish this season and start a whole new save and do it completely different where we just instant results everything. That's always an option. Could put this one on the back burner. We don't have to delete it. Although I don't know how much.
Um, I don't know. I don't know what kind of new save I'd want to do if we were to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Therein lies one of the few rubs is trying to figure out what to do.
because there's a there's an around the globe mega pack, FM24 by FM Inside, but I don't really trust them.
Hmm. Not
But
have a bunch of errors.
it's the only group that's doing all of the nations. Um, so it's like, and I still have my offline save,
Yeah. I'm
which I
just
was playing
wondering what the heck
before.
this thing is that you're talking about.
Oh, the around the globe.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
let me send it to you.
what's it for?
Oh,
Yeah,
for FM24.
yeah, but you have to like load a bunch of leagues.
No, no, no. It just unlocks all the nations in the game, the playable leagues.
Oh, mm, yeah. My new save is going to
So
be lower division team in France. That's what I'm doing. Doing a
here,
low
so
league French team.
Discord. Open this link and just go down the list of all the nations that has playable in the game. So that
Okay.
essentially opens up the whole world.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't really interest me all that much. Strangely,
Oh no, I'm not saying that's what we needed to do. I'm just saying,
it's what you brought up when I said what else would we do, and then this is where your mind went instantly. Like, I wouldn't want to play
right.
in a more obscure league. Obscure leagues are fun. Denmark was fun.
I wouldn't consider Denmark too obscure though.
No, exactly. To me, it is. I knew nothing about it. So,
There.
obscurity is a bit of a personal. Um, what are the words I'm looking for here? It's relative. Yes, there.
Yeah.
It's relative to your outlook and experiences. And yeah, I've definitely. I knew nothing about it. Now I know a lot more about it. That's fun.
Alright, let's try this. Here. No.
Yeah, it gets frustrating after a while, and it's like, what is there even to do
Here.
in this game anymore? There are moments where I'm like, I've done everything. I've done it all. What else is there? What else could possibly keep me engaged? And then that's why I decided to do the French one because I've never done a bottom to top in that league before, so I might as well just do it in a different league. At least it'll be
Oh,
different perspective, different players, different teams to play against. So that's what I think makes it re-engaging in that regard. But I don't know. There's only so many places you can go play. Never played in Germany. Never had a save in Germany. Have you?
yeah, neither of I. No, I've not played in
Yeah,
Germany.
I'm not that excited at the idea. Like, it doesn't make me go, "Oh, we should try that." It's kind of like a, eh.
Let me think. I've played in the U.S. I've played in Mexico. I've
Hmm.
played
Yeah, I did U.S. Yeah,
England, Scotland, Ireland, Denmark,
yeah.
Australia, South Africa.
Ireland was fun, except that the division never got the reputation boost with us, and that was frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had its own frustrations.
I've played in Russia.
But even back then, almost on a daily basis, you would say, "I hate this fucking game." It's his catchphrase. Yes, it's his catchphrase. It's your
I mean, I do.
catchphrase.
I do. And the only reason I play it is because I'm able to play it. Let's put it that way.
I mean, it felt good getting to the Premier League. Everything you did to scratching and clawing to get to this point, that was satisfying. And I think you felt that satisfaction of getting here on a shoestring budget. But now I can tell it's like, well, what? is your next goal. Your next goal, your next step is to make Europe, and it's not coming. It's not happening. At least not the way it should be. You strengthened your team considerably. So it's hard to I guess hard to stay engaged when it doesn't feel like you're making the steps forward. Is
Oh,
that's an accurate description, I think?
what the hidden?
I don't know if that sounded right or not.
No, it totally makes sense. It's like
Yeah.
it's you progress so far up, and then you get stumped, and things don't go out the way you want.
Drop Bear, yes and no. So um, they're in a league you can load, but not a league you can play. So the very bottom, the fourth tier of France, you can load into the game, but you can't manage in it. And I don't know why it's like that. I asked somebody recently, and they're just like, oh. So I didn't get an answer. But yeah, the fourth tier of France can be loaded into the game as playable, strangely, but you cannot take over a team in those divisions. So what I did was I simulated a full season with a dummy manager and hoped that that team would get promoted to the third tier. And if they didn't, I started all over again from the beginning and until the team I wanted to play as got promoted. Now, luckily, it happened on my first try because they're actually a favorite to go up. It's Chambly. They're a really small team, but yeah, they went up to the third tier. So I deleted my dummy manager, put in my real manager, took them over, and saved, and that's all I've done. And that's where the game is at as of when I'm going to start that series, which I think I'm going to do the next time I play by myself. I don't think I'm going to finish the Denmark game because it's way too much, man. 4 teams is way too much. And I'd really like to do something different that, you know, I'm already sick of playing 4 teams. It goes too slowly. And I'm probably just going to do an instant results save. Okay, this guy, huh? All my yeah, every scout that I have is like, why aren't you signing him already? A plus, A plus, A plus. I've got 4 scouts that gave him an A plus. There you go.
Huh? Okie dokie.
You're currently trying to find players. Oh yeah, trying to find players is fun. You also have a link with Man City. Well, that's cool. I had more fun playing the smaller sides. Maybe that's what we need is a journeyman, where once we get to the Premier League, once we do that part, we just go back down to the bottom and fish up another team. Half the fun is in building the team up. Once you get to the Premier League, like I like being in the Champions League. I like doing this part, but it's only fun if we're both doing it.
Who's the backup? Who's our backup goalkeeper?
Your backup goalkeeper,
Nobody.
Quinones. You have the young guy Amador and Quinones,
Find another goalkeeper.
but you have 2 really good ones.
There's been an offer for Quinones.
Oh, so who do you have after that? I don't have a clue, man.
Nobody.
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't remember you having any other goalkeeper. Oh, so somebody's going to buy him off you? That's great.
Player off the ball. Technique. 38 million?
Who's giving? They're paying you 38 million for Quinones?
No.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me finish this out. I'll
oh yeah, no worries. I got excited for a minute. I'm like, yeah, you take that. He's worth. Okay, let's take
excuse
a
me.
look. Stemenkovic is leading the league in goals. Angel Barroso is second. Hilarious. That's funny because he's a former Lingby guy. And then I had him on my team on loan briefly. I was at League One. Look at that. 3 short years later, I guess it's 4 years later, he is second in the Premier League in scoring. I'm not surprised. He was a good prospect then, and I couldn't hang on to him. I tried really hard. Otherwise, he'd probably be up here because he'd be on my team still. But I was unable to sign him away from.
Range friendly. Who are we giving him to? Gladback.
Yeah, I'm excited to start a new game entirely to get out of the whole trap. Oh shoot! I screwed that up. No, moving forward wasn't what I was owing about. Don't worry about that. I forgot I changed my tactic, so I have to do that. This is gonna have to do the cup tactic. Like, all right. Pardon me. Jeez. Okay. So Nico Escher, why isn't he a starter? He should be. Over. I'll do it this way. Oh, so this is for cup game. Okay. There we go. So when it's team 2, it'll be these guys. For the cup, it's them. Proctor warns Stanley about Camacho. Do you think? So that's if he plays, right? Who do I have next? Tottenham away.
Release clause. Oh, sorry, you're waiting on me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Got to do what you got to do. Oh, and you're going to play this game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not for sale at any price. Go suck a duck.
A duck. Right on.
Uh, 25 million. Yeah, 25 million, 10 up front.
Sounds great for something dark side. I don't even know what you're doing.
Johansson. What's his name?
Mm.
Johan Johannesson? Johansson?
Oh,
Johan Johansson. I think that's what we're going to do.
so you said you were going to do your thing and then explain to me what's going on. So you're selling Quinones and then you're going to buy a different keeper.
Oh, yeah, sell Quinones and then buy some goalkeeper Ross from United.
But you're not buying like a starting goalkeeper, are you?
I don't know how good he is.
Oh,
He he's he's of unacceptable quality. Put it that way.
I don't even see a guy named Johan Johannes on United.
No, that's the Copenhagen guy. Ross is the guy on United goalkeeper.
Oh, I don't see a guy named Ross either. Is it Reese?
Reese, maybe it's Ress, maybe.
Rees. Okay, yeah, Reese. Okay. He is not just acceptable, he's quite good. Oh, all right. Right on.
I
Yeah, I
like
guess they
doing
got
that.
Diego Costa on their team, so they don't need Reese. Yeah, he looks really good. He's a big upgrade over both of your keepers. Not that your young guy isn't good. Like you decided he was going to be your starter this year, but I guess you're finding him too inconsistent. Though he's made a lot of development. He's really coming along.
He has.
He's already better than Quinones, and he wasn't at the start. I don't know. I don't think you should abandon him as your starter. Because if you're going to bite the bullet and develop him, then
Huh?
bite the bullet and develop
I
him
did
and
not.
get a younger backup.
I have them.
or an older backup.
You just put them on a plate then, and I'll get them. If you want to just leave the piece in there, could you? Yes, please. Thank you. I'll get it in a minute. Thank you.
If it was me, I wouldn't go after a replacement for your starter. Let's sign some cheap backup veteran.
That's true.
It's only going to play,
Well,
in the odd game here and there. So use that money on something else. Although I'm glad you're going after that one guy you're looking at. I was like, he looks great.
saw another player, but I can't find him anymore. Oh well. Scouting update. Thank you.
Let's do this. Let's do.
All right. How much does he want? $56,000. You will not be a star player. You're only 19 years old.
Age is a factor.
You're not getting 75 million. You'll be lucky to get 50. And you have release clauses. This will be the fourth under 21 player that we buy. And he comes now if I assume correctly.
It's like I'm looking at new save ideas for football managers. Like it's just all the same shit. It's like build a nation, did it. Youth development, did it. Fallen Giant, did it. Multi-owned clubs. Well, we
36
haven't done that.
million.
I guess we haven't done the multi-owned club thing, but I don't know how that even works.
15 and 15. How's that?
This one here is just a list of teams. That's not a save idea, pal. Those are just teams. Listing teams is not an idea for what the hell?
You guys fucking suck. You know that, right?
The decent long-term save to do level 13? Yeah, I guess, but your game also slows to a crawl after 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, Dan does a very good job with those databases too.
The game doesn't do a good job or does?
No, no, Dan, the creator, he
Oh,
does a he's a, does a good job of
yeah.
creating them.
It's a nice database, yeah. But your game will get real slow after
In
a
fact,
few seasons.
my fourth favorite team is in level 14 in level 13.
Mm.
But yes, game goes very, very slow.
I will never do a director of football game. Ever. No. I'll never let somebody else make my signings for me. That would make this game even more frustrating than it already is, because they're just going to sign stupid players most of the time. Not always, but sometimes. No, doing my own signings is kind of very important. I'm trying to read all of these suggestions. I don't know if you moved ahead yet or not.
Yeah, take your time, you're fine.
Oh, okay. You have moved ahead. I was just doing this while I was waiting for you to go forward. The director of football this year is much improved. Yeah, it's nice to hear. I'll still never do it. Nobody else is doing my signings for me. That's just not happening. That's not adding anything to the game for me. That's just taking something away. A big something. No, if I'm gonna do a save, I want it to be something that adds something to the game. Taking away my ability to control who comes in and out does not sound like a good time. At all.
What kind of saves do you like? You said you like playing in the Champions League.
Well, what I was just saying, and because you were doing your thing, you didn't. I don't think you heard me. As I said, I haven't done the. Which one did I just say?
Fallen Giant.
No, I've done those multi-owned clubs. So that's an interesting idea. Find multiple clubs, or in this case, two, and link them together and like try. So like my first thought is like I play as a top league team, you play as a bottom league team, and we link up our teams, and I send you players all the time, and the objective is to get you up to where I'm at, and then we can call that a success and take over different teams.
Yeah, I don't think I would find that
Okay.
very interesting if I'm
No,
very
no
honest with you.
worries. Yeah, no, you got to be honest. That's the whole thing. If you're going to come up with ideas, there's the whole Simma season. There's the whole instant results of your games. That's actually on this list. High five to the person who made this list. Uh, instant results save. It's like, yeah, you get through some seasons. It's less frustrating. But honestly, like what I hate is every time I go into Reddit and somebody's like, "Who's got good save ideas?" All people do is write down teams. Like, that's not a save idea. That's just a team. Fucking dumbasses. There's really not that many things you can do with this game. There isn't. It's just there's only so many things you can do, and once you've done every single one of them multiple times, it's like I need a break. Win the Champions League on each continent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done the Pentagon
Pentagon
Challenge. I've
challenge.
done the Pentagon Challenge numerous times. Yawn.
I've tried it. I've never completed it though.
I have. You've yet to do it. It takes a long time. Last time I did it was FM18. No, 19. Sorry, FM19 is the last time I did that one. But it's like it's like any other game. It's like any other save. You just build up your team, get them good enough to win, you win, and then boom. It's I find the game is just the same thing over and over and over again. Sign a bunch of good young players, develop them, build your team around them, off you go. Oh, look at the starters on his team today. it's a,
Holy wow, he wants to go to your team. That's why he scored 3 minutes in.
Probably. I don't know. I see a lot of starters in your lineup though.
Yes.
So I don't expect we're going to win because you're home and I started my cup team. Not even my B team, my cup team. Giovanni Bishop. Oh, well, it's largely my B team with just a couple of changes. Just the wingers are different. That's all that's different. Normally would have Ndala and Guilherme on the wings for my B team, but they're on the bench. Or are they? Wait, are they both on the bench? Yes, they are. I think. I don't want to look. Oh, yes, I do. I don't want to look at that. Yeah, they're both on the bench. so,
Mhm.
God damn it. The only thing that I can honestly say about this match right now that shocks me is that Polyak didn't get a start. That surprises me.
Oh, I just had my assistant do the team.
Oh, well, I expected to see Polyak today in a cup game. Did he at least make the bench?
Good question. Let's find out
Yep,
together.
he is. I just saw him.
Okay.
I just saw your lineup. Polyak's on the bench. So hopefully you're going to be smart enough to the cup games is when those guys are supposed to get time to play.
True, but we have a game to win first.
I guess. Although you just hurt Rainford. Damn it, man. You not injure my players, please?
That was not my intention.
Look, I understand that you got to win and you got to play hard, but you don't also have to injure my players. Beating us is bad enough. Oh,
That could
that's
be
yellow.
just yeah.
He just shoved him. He didn't do anything like horrible, but he did push him to the ground. It's an obvious yellow. Like, can't even argue with that. Why are you stressed? You suck. Get your shit together. Then now you're fired up. Jesus, like I'm not going to criticize you after that half. Give me a break. Okay, we can't just leave that alone. That kind of game is not acceptable. Well, so it leaves me with only one real option here. This is a lot of changes for just entering the second half. Yeah, I end up with too many players I can't use on my bench. I need more than 9 players on my bench, okay?
Mhm.
It's hilarious. How do you get these menu layouts? My game just look a different skin. It's a different skin. Yeah, it's called Tato.
Ditto.
Actually, it's Tato Skin. I shit you not. That's what it's called. If you need a link, let me know. I'll fire you a link. And if you need to know how to install it, I can tell you that too. It's real easy. I normally don't change the skin, but this one I'm particularly happy with. I like this one a lot. Most years, I'm content with the default one, but this one has a bunch of things in it that I really like. Here, I'll put the link in. If you grab that, and you want to know how to install it, let me know. I can tell you. It's really easy and it doesn't change anything drastic in your game other than it looks nicer. Okay, let's get dangerous. I have to get some of these
Oh boy.
super tired players out of here. You always have a nice skin. Is there some joke gonna happen here on your logo packs? Okay, which skin are you using? I was waiting for a joke. Oh my god, that cat moved so fast just now. You heard the crunchies bag rattling, and he's just. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. SAS skin. Oh, okay. What's
It's
the?
another skin. SAS.
I
If
I was going to
I
ask what the advantage of that one was. So go ahead.
I want to see if I can remember the SAS skin. SAS skin, I believe, is the one that second yellow card uses, which is much more statistical in nature. Am I correct on that?
I don't know. He just said bugger all is different. He just likes the look of it. I don't know. That's all he said. I'm like, what's the advantage? And he said bugger all. I just like the look of it. I'm like, oh, okay. No idea. I got this one because Jacob said it was nice. Then I saw him using it. I'm like, yeah, that is nice.
Yeah.
So now I'm using it. It was that simple.
So the SAS skin is a lot more statistical in nature.
Oh,
A lot of the columns have like per 90 stats and stats that you would want midfielders to have and stats that as opposed to attributes.
mm,
Um, I
okay.
don't mind it,
Yeah.
but it feels a bit clunky, not clunky, cluttered
Yeah.
in my
Sounds like it.
opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I've already got a lot of those stats and attributes on my main page. That's good enough for me. I have all the things that I need are on my team's main page. So
Think of it more as the stats that you see on your substitute screen
mm,
or the stats that you would see on like the main squad screen as well.
mm.
Let's make some subs. That would be a good idea, right?
Usually, oh, one sec. Let me right back.
I'll wait until he comes back.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't miss anything yet.
No, I waited for you to come back before I
Oh, that's not a big deal. It's not nothing I can actually do. I can't change anything you're about to do.
do, but if something happens,
Yeah, it's the end of the game. There's nothing to react to. You're going to win. Oh, that was our chance right there. We got an opportunity to tie it. Giovanni Bishop got 1 goal for us, so I'm pretty stoked on that. But yeah, getting 2 was a bit much to ask. Oh, we got another
I doubt it.
chance. Come on, guys. This is it. If we don't score here, we're out. I don't want to be out.
There it is.
Oh, they flubbed it. They totally flubbed it. Shitty. New club requires a new and interesting tactic. Any suggestions you have in running the 4-3-3 from you? But they seemed. You want a 4-2-3-1? You got it. Coming right up, sir. Where are you on my?
One of the first times I've actually beaten you.
Yeah, but that was bound to happen.
True.
You're not even on friggin' Discord. Drop bear to Discord, please. Drop bear to Discord. Yeah, it just so happens I have a 4-2-3-1 that needs testing. What do you know? And it's like nobody wanted to do it. They're like, oh, 4-2-3-1s, really? This is how people feel because I had them doing a bunch before because I thought that Jacob was going to use one, and then he's like, "No, I'm not going to use it." So my God, we're like, "God damn it!" I have this for you, and as an extra bonus, hooray! I have completely updated set pieces. And it's not just the attacking corners; it's all of it. Updated. There we go. Cool. I'm going to tell them I'm really not happy with them because I'm not. I didn't want to be out of that cup.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. There you go. I hope it works. Should work. Could be good. You let me know how it goes, honestly. I'm excited to find out if that one delivers. If not, I got 2 or 3 others, but I have a good feeling about that one. Should be all right. That's the one I threw in late in this game. It didn't save us, but I also don't think that we've trained it for 5 minutes even, so that's only so much I can expect. Let's see. This one we have full tack. Try that again. This time we have full tactical familiarity. This one I haven't really tried much, though it's getting trained up. And then this one, yeah, still needs a bit of work, though it's not too bad. I expected it to be less familiarity than that.
Oops, sorry.
That's all right. Take all the time you like. Yeah, I'm attempting to bring back the 5-3-2. Remember this old chestnut? Trying to bring this
Yes.
one. Trying to bring this one back. Uh,
S-
but
uh,
but
Scouting.
so far I haven't found anything that works great. This one is all about like keeping hold of the ball and all that kind of crap. Because I'd like to see more like you don't have to have a super high line, so you can keep the ball more and drive your possession up. Like I wish that small ball, as it were, was something you could actually play in this game, but you can't. So lame.
uh, S11. Arroyo. Interesting. Why are you listed?
At some point, I'll make a decision on whether or not I want to make a tactical change because I like to.
6-0.
I like to change it up. I won the league with this tactic last season. Oh no, wait, it was a different one. I switched this one slightly. Same formation, different. Small differences. However, it's time for a whole new change, and I think a 4-2-3-1 would be fun. I don't remember the last time I played with a 4-2-3-1.
Very rare.
It's been a very long time. Probably FM18, 17, maybe even. Like I'd have to go back. I have to stretch way back to try to remember the last time I used a 4-2-3-1. I have done it. That I know. but I have to give myself the opportunity to try it again. Neil Hansen is not playing enough, man. He needs to play more. I'm robbing this guy of his youth. I don't really have a lot in the way of extra strikers for this bench,
Awesome.
but there we go. Bishop just played a game, but I don't have any backups for him, so he's playing again. Off you go, Giovanni. You can do this. Don't let your legs fall off. Hopefully. 5-0 win. Fagny hit 2. That's good. He played the last game and he played that game. Wait, didn't he sub in on? Yeah, I think he subbed it on my last game too. It sucks to be out of that cup, but at least I can focus on Champions League and League now.
So you can focus on the Champions League, and I'll focus on the FA Cup.
Yeah, you go win the FA Cup. You can have it, damn it. If you're gonna be like that,
Listen, if we win it,
it'd be awesome. Obviously. Who are the holders? West Ham are the current holders. Didn't expect to see that, honestly. I thought it was going to be a big team.
oh shit, my boss has arrived. First time meeting Ian. Nice. Matt's in Houston today.
Houston!
Yeah, he's in Houston until Sunday
I was just reading a very
on a business
interesting.
trip.
I was reading a very interesting article about how Edmonton is going to be adopting some of the policies that Houston has been using in the past 5 to 10 years for solving their homeless crisis. Because ours is exploding into like an unsustainable madness. But Houston ended up using some methods to get affordable housing and get people into it over the past 10 years, and they cut their homeless population down by 61%.
Damn.
That's amazing, is what that is. So I'm just like, yeah, we should definitely try those methods. But yeah, what's funny
Carl.
is that Houston has about 6 times, almost 6 times the population of Edmonton. Call it 5 times. They got about 5 times the population of Edmonton, but Edmonton had the same amount of homeless people as Houston.
Wait, say that statistic again.
Houston has 5
Five times?
times the population of Edmonton, but we have just as many homeless as they did
That's
when they
insane.
were at their crisis. Yeah. Yeah, where the camps here are just, you wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, how is this real life? How do you have this many homeless people? And it's like, because of the things happening in our province mostly and our country in general. Like, interest rates went crazy and everybody lost their houses. Well, not everybody. A lot of people lost their houses because they couldn't afford to pay for them.
Jeez.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, no, our homeless population is just skyrocketed into an abysmal and unsustainable amount. But Houston had that same issue about a decade ago, and they cut down their homeless crisis by 61%. I'm like, that is just amazing. And I read about how they went about it, and it's like, that's a great system. Why don't more people do that? So yeah, we're gonna apparently implement it here, and I'm stoked for that. So
It is really, really good.
yeah,
This guy. Sure, get off my team.
yeah. They have a bunch of numbers on there, sustainable things like if people get off the street, substance abuse goes dramatically down, and things like correlations that make a lot of sense. And in spite of the fact that we have a very conservative provincial government, our city government is not. So we have a very liberal city government. Go figure, eh? Weirdness. The only reason we have a conservative provincial government is because the rural areas all voted them in. The cities did not. The Calgary and Edmonton did not. vote for them.
Mm,
Yeah, it's weird, right? But
it
hey,
is.
at least they're going to do something about an actual problem and crisis that was being ignored by our province. In fact, they're actively doing things to make it worse. But oh well. Oh, hey, you have a game today. I do not.
Do.
Why do you have a game and I
Uh,
don't? Am I a game ahead of you? No. Well, I must have a game to make up at some point. What am I going to do? Should I scout players? Or I don't need anybody. I don't know what to do with my time.
excuse me.
Watch your game. Make fun. That's what I'll do.
Where's Walker? Walker's already in. When's my next game?
Get in there,
Yeah.
Sean Walker. Show us what you're made of, kid.
You know what? Everyone, um, see watch load.
Let's check him out. Sean Walker is about 120 overall, but he's a Premier League starter now. Might as well. Can my Norwich Gegenpress God tactic beat Aston Villa in the Carabao third round? We shall see. God tactic? That's an interesting thing to say. Who calls their tactic a God tactic? George does. George Clooners. That's what it makes me think of whenever I read that George. It's from BoJack Horseman. You have George Clooners. And Learn and Earner to Kerpiker. They don't actually say the celebrity names, they just make up gibberish. It's hilarious. There's the table where I'm sitting second. Second place. Let's see who's going on. Quinones is in net again. Thought you're selling him.
Yeah, I am.
Hmm.
Although, one of the Saudi Arabian teams is also interested in him. So if he plays, they might be even more interested in him.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. If you want to transfer a guy out for more money, play him. Hey, Davenport, you must know that I'm at the game today.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just put out the exact same starters as against me?
Possibly.
Oh, no, wait. Davenport was on the wing. So no, because you played Camacho up top. Now he's on the left. Wait, did you just let your assistant do this again?
Yes.
And he put in Watts? That'll make me react. What? Watts? What?
We scored again.
No, that one's offside. It don't count.
Oh,
He's about a foot and a half offside. It wasn't actually that close. Sorry, I didn't
I
actually.
didn't even see it.
I didn't either. I just didn't see his name go up, so I know. Oh, that's not. That's not a foot and a half. That's inches. That's like a hair. No, I just saw his name didn't go up, so I know that it was offside. But yikes, that was pretty close. That's not a penalty, but that will definitely be a good spot for a free kick. Don't put your goalkeeper in, man. You should actually try to win some games right now.
Sorry, won games.
No, it isn't. You have lost half the games where you put your goalkeeper in to take a penalty.
It hasn't happened too often.
Well, it's not a penalty anyways. I know it was outside the box, but it's a really nice spot for one of these. What are these called? Free kicks? Yeah, freak kicks. Kick it, freak. I was hoping for a freak goal, something just awesome, like a bicycle kick goal. I love those. I'm praying we can take it to pens. Oh, penalties. Yes, right. That's also not a penalty, but again, another nice free kick. You're drawing a lot of fouls just outside the box. This is encouraging, though. Try being in the box when you draw these fouls. You really get some results then. We didn't even get to see that free kick, so it wasn't a very good one, apparently. Camacho, John Watts. There's a guy you're going to want to cash in on at some point. Some championship team is going to overpay you for him the way he's been playing. Petty! What?
He's on the transfer.
Wow! Petty! Who's injured?
No, he's on the transfer list as well. Petty.
Watts? Oh, Papetti? No. He's on the transfer list and he scores like that. Well, okay. I mean, yeah, he's 30. I understand. I remember he was like 100 and something. No, he's 30. For you, that's 100. I understand. Solo getting a goal. That should drive up his value a little. Let's hope. This is just a showcase of players he wants to get rid of, or at least some of them. I expect at some point today we're going to see Sean Walker, especially with a lead. Brunbauer, he's been dangerous all game. He deserves that goal. He's had a couple of looks. Some nice passing, too. Brunveyer, I think. Brunveyer. That's, I believe, what it is. Brunveyer. I seriously, I don't know how those A's and E's mixed together as one letter is actually pronounced. Where are all of our Danish people to tell us? Usually they can help us pronounce things, but that's a penalty, but for the wrong team. Let's go, Quinones. Show us what you're worth. Maybe I'll buy him if he saves this. Yes, came out as more of a threat, I guess. Hmm. Petty. Looks like a
Shut
throw
your
in.
mouth. He's going in.
What? I was just
Oh, not Papetti.
uh,
Walker.
oh, I was looking at
Thought
Papetti.
you
I'm
said
like,
Walker.
no, I'm like Papetti on the sideline. I can't tell what's happening. It looks like he's going to like do a throw in, but he's facing the wrong way and the ball is at his head. I'm not sure what's happening. It's just he paused it in a really interesting spot. I think he's trying to keep that ball in bounds, but he's out of bounds. He's definitely on the wrong side of the line to keep that ball in bounds.
Interesting. I wish I could see it, but
Yeah, it was just a weird place to pause it. That's all. I thought it was fascinating. And I wasn't saying anything about your substitutes. You do what you want. Polyak 2. Nice. Get those kids out there. Good numbers today. Like, really good. You smashed them in every category. All of them. Except for tackles and headers. But you don't care about those. Well, the tackles is pretty close, actually. And headers, well, I know you don't prioritize those. Look at this ball retention. That build up from the back is nice. Breu, nice pass. Wow, that really unlocked that.
offside.
Doesn't look like it. It's not up there. So, yep, you're right. It's offsides. Only by a little, though. I don't think I would have called it offsides. It looked good from the time that the ball was kicked forward. Right here. I disagree. That defender in the center was definitely further back. Oh, well. Like if they were measuring it against the defender right beside him, sure, but there was another guy in the center there that was further back. At any rate, it's 3 more points.
Yes, sir.
It's not on the table yet. I want to see the table with the points added. Thank you. Everton is definitely in the relegation zone. Okay, so let's see. You're only 9 points out of Europe now. That's getting a lot more realistic. Liverpool drew, which helped you. Yeah. Tottenham. Tottenham is where? Tottenham's okay. Actually doing really horribly. Right on. That's great.
Rest them up.
Yeah, because you probably play again Saturday.
How many days away is
Two.
that? So it's
Two.
Thursday. So rest them 2 days.
Rest them all 2 days. Training is for chumps. Games is where it's at. How about them Reds? Keep having this conversation today. It's great. Yeah.
Listen, they won me money today.
Yeah,
That's all that
no, I mean
matters.
it's yeah, no, I mean it's better than having a bad conversation about them. At least it's not people coming in and be like, "Ha, did you see how they did?" No, no. Today it's all about positive things. That was a good game, very good game. They played exceptionally well, and that is a very happy thing. We like winning, though it's extremely sad Jurgen's leaving. But I mean, he gave 8 good years there, so can't really blame him too much. I understand he's running out of energy, is exactly what he said. I like that he'll not manage any other English team, though. I love that he said that, and I know he means it. You're going into penalties, but you were up 2-0. Damn. Penalties. There's nothing you can do about penalties. You just tell them to pick their spot, don't change their mind, and then just watch the 50-50. Flip a coin. You want them to go out on top? Well, we all do. I think everybody wants that, including the players. Everybody wants them to go out winning as much as possible. Yeah, you're right. Most managers get the sack. Not too many get to go out on their own terms. So yeah, it would be nice for him to take a couple of trophies with him out the door. I like Pep's response though when they asked Pep what he thought about Jurgen leaving the Premier League. He's like, "I'll sleep better." That's what he said. That's hilarious. I don't think he'll miss him. Hey Jacob, what do you think about hearing Klopp was going to leave?
Yes, doesn't can't he not stay longer than 7 years? Like, wasn't that his thing at Dortmund or whatever? Like after the seventh year, he was bad with Dortmund.
Klopp? He's not doing bad though. We're in the running for all 4 trophies. We're in
Oh, it's
first
time for him to
place.
go then.
And,
Fair enough.
and at the end, he will have done 8 years instead of 7.
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
past
So,
the 7th year already. He's already done his 7th year. Yeah.
all right, let's make an offer here.
Yeah, he will have 8 complete seasons at the end of the year, and then a partial season. Call it 8, call it 9, call it whatever. But he's done exceptionally well, and he says he's tired. I don't blame him. He's got no energy left. Give that much energy to a team for that many years. Yeah, you can understand it. We will all miss him, but I think Xabi Alonso is going to be a great replacement.
Are you an international? You are an international. You son
Hayden
of a gun.
O'Brien easily got Xabi Alonso. Yeah, he is the only logical replacement. It's going to happen. I'm sure of it. Everybody's sure of it. The people are like, "Well, he's denying it." It's like, well, yeah, of course, the season's not done yet, guys. He's not going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving for Liverpool at the end of the year." He's not going to do that while he's having a great season, with Leverkusen there. So, yeah, give him a break. But of course, he's going to take over. It'd be ridiculous for him not to. What a slap in the face for Liverpool it would be if he rejected Liverpool to stay where he is. Yeah, no, he is. He's got them absolutely kicking ass, doesn't he? Yeah. Nobody would have predicted that they would be doing this well at the start of the year. And he does similar style to Klopp, so why make huge changes? He has to win the Bundesliga. I don't agree. I think even if he finishes second or third,
Who are we talking about?
Xabi Alonso. He's got Leverkusen at the top of the German league. He's a former Liverpool player, and he is most likely going to come in and be the replacement for Klopp next season. He's the most logical replacement.
Okay.
He manages a very similar style, and of course, he's a former player. So, I mean, that's a huge plus. Everybody wants to see Xabi come in and do the job. I don't see why he wouldn't. Klopp could be targeted for anything, but he says he's taking at least 1 year off. So, yeah, the charisma. Yeah, nobody's replacing Klopp's charisma anytime soon. One of the best smiles in all of football. I said, but I often said the two best smiles in all of football were both on Liverpool, and then Firmino left. So now we only had the one. Now we're going to have neither. Some people can smile and light up an entire room. You know, I think both Klopp and Firmino were those types of people. I loved when Firmino scored, man. He got so excited. Right. Though he, like so many others, are trying to leave the Saudi Arabian clubs already. Go back to Europe. None of them are enjoying their time there. Only Ronaldo. But that's because they treat him like a god there. All the rest of them are not getting that same treatment.
I'm not fucking giving you 115,000 a week, man.
Lost in penalties. Damn, it happens.
Is it worth Is he worth 115? Fuck it. I don't want to find another goalkeeper.
Who has been labeled like that? Who wants 115,000 a week? What? Sorry, the Man U guy?
Yeah.
That's the trouble with trying to buy guys off big teams. That's what I said. Just go sign up some older veteran to sit in your bench for a year. Klopp. No, most people rival fans that I know have a lot of respect for him. Most of them. Only people that talk shit are jealous of what he's accomplished. That's how I feel. So let's see. I play Tottenham, then Barcelona, then Everton, which is nice, then Atletico Madrid. So I have to play backups here. But not today. Today is away to Tottenham, and I know Jacob wants me to beat them. Right? Because they're right in front of you in the standings. Well, 2 spots, but still. One of those teams you need to have go down. So I'm going to go work on that right now. Take them down a notch. Now, you got to win, though. Who are you playing?
Newcastle.
That's a tough one, but you can do it. Play your best players. Kasper Koch. Every time I see Kasper Koch in net, I'm like, he's on the wrong team. If I didn't have such a good goalkeeper, I would totally throw the bank at trying to get him on my club, but I have a good goalkeeper. And Nicholas Stephenson just scored on him. How about that? Former teammates. Yep. Sorry, Kasper. We still like you, but we need to win. And Stephenson gets a second one. How about that? So people label him as the moaner in chief. That's interesting. I've never heard anybody call him that. I mean, I have heard some people say he complains a lot, but then they usually followed up with, "But is he wrong?" And the thing is, a lot of the things he complains about are the same things that Pep complains about. It's the breaks aren't long enough. There's too many games. The referees are inconsistent. That's shit you hear from everyone. Did I notice a drop off defensively when Trent came on for Connor? Of course, Trent plays more of a midfielder role now. I know he plays on the right, but then he slides into the midfield role, and he's completely different. He's more of an attacking right back, whereas Connor is definitely more responsible defensively. Absolutely, though. I think That's going to be a thing where these two kind of swap it up like that. That's a future person's problem to figure out, though, is how to figure out the right back situation. I think it's mostly solved now, though, by having Connor Bradley as the other option. I argue he should just be given the starting job, but I understand that they need to manage his minutes and expectations. All right, 3-0 at the half. How's your game going?
Down 1-0 at half.
All right. We expect better. Go, Jacob. You can do this. Crush them. Beat them. Slap them around. Yeah, they definitely don't want to break him. Absolutely. He's playing very confidently right now, and need that to remain. All right, Stephenson has a brace, but I really need to sub him off. He's got a yellow card, and he's the most tired player out there, which means he's given everything he can today. Subbing off our captain. It's hard to do. Change both of my midfielders. It's early, but moved Gomez back to deputize on the right. Gomez is a little old to be deputizing now. I think he's pretty much at as good as he's gonna get. Gomez is not a bad player. He's reasonably good, but I do think that they'd be better served getting a different prospect to try to break in at this point. If that's their goal, indeed, is to break in a new prospect. Which it should be. I probably should have just changed my formation rather than
Excuse me.
subbing two defenders. For this season, well, hard to say what they'll do. Having too many players is a good problem. I like that problem. It's like, well, we have too many players now. Like, oh darn. Anthony Barrier off the bench and onto the score sheet. Okay. You know why I didn't change my formation? Please don't punish me for not having put on time wasting faster. I swear I put it in as quick as I could. Don't be dicks. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought they were going to take my clean sheet away. It's the only reason I didn't change my formation. Because we have a clean sheet going. We hadn't allowed a shot on goal until that.
Luis Carlos ties it up in the 89th
Archie.
minute.
Luis Carlos. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Gotta love it. Now, if you can just find another. One more. Squeeze it out of the.
They're a man down too.
Well, it gives you an advantage. So now you need some corners. Corners would be the solution, I think, if they're a man down. Because there's always
I
going to be
keep
somebody they
scoring
can't
another
mark.
one.
They're trying to score
Keep
another one?
scoring another one.
They
No,
did?
no.
Oh,
No, no. Listen.
sorry.
I think scoring a goal will be the solution to our problems.
I agree.
And we just gave the ball off in our defensive third, and they scored.
Okay. All right, my game's over too. Yours must be over, or it would have let me out. What
I'm gonna
minute was
play
that
one
in?
more game. 96th.
Oh, fuck it.
No, let me rephrase that. 97th.
That's so much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna play one more game and then call it.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't.
tough one. That's a really harsh loss. So 3 days until I have a Champions League game.
All right, well, I'm just gonna. I can't just do that. Damn it.
Then I play Everton, so that'll be all right. Well, you didn't move because everyone around you also lost.
Yeah, but when you're tied and a man up with less than with minutes
That's
left.
pretty unforgivable for whoever gave that ball away. You checked off one of your FM goals. What was one of your FM goals? Stuck out the Deportes Tobacco save, won the league, and made it to the top flight. Oh, that was one of your goals? That's awesome. I love reaching goals. That's we're stuck at a moment here. So we're trying to think of what new save to do, but everything is like ho hum right now. Done almost everything. It's hard to come up with new ideas because there's only so much one can do with this game. Uh, Play the Chilean second division. See, that doesn't sound interesting to me at all. Sounds
What was it?
Chilean second division. That doesn't sound interesting
Oh,
at all. To what end?
switch. All right, we got Johansson.
It's challenging. Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's extremely challenging. I do not doubt that part.
Were you, Jacob? Good. Were you watching Bizarre's save? Is that why you said the Chilean second division?
That would make sense.
Yeah, one of the North American FM streamers was doing a, I think it was his beta save with the Chilean second division team, or
Oh
the
yeah,
first save of the cycle.
yeah. But it's not like you're going to go and win a continental competition with one of those teams. So yeah, the
Kind of
challenge
difficult.
is like, well, it's not just difficult. I don't think it can be done without putting some things in your favor. Because you can only have what, five? Yeah, five non-Chilean players. Two more if you can get the U21. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I understand. You live there, and I just don't think it would be fun. I don't. It's like even if I won the South American Champions League, what the hell is the South American Champions League called?
Super Libertadores.
Okay, thank you. Even if I was to win that, I'd be like, meh. It's like I don't care about it. I'm sorry, I don't because I've never encountered it. It's not one of those things that I'd get excited for. I understand if you're from there and you have some history there, that makes sense. Then you can say, hey man, I won this thing and it means a lot to me, and I'd be like, right on. But to me, I don't think that I would care if I won that. I'm way too Europeanized. As a North American, it's funny, right? As a North American, I'm far too Europeanized when it comes to football. Ah, it's sad. I know. I did try MLS, but then I decided that smacking my head off a wall was more fun. No, it wasn't that bad. It actually was kind of entertaining. But then I won everything there was to win in North America, and I'm like, that wasn't hard at all. You hate MLS? Yeah, I understand.
I like MLS, but
Yeah,
it's more fun in
it's
my
different for
opinion when
everyone.
there's an accurate um second division
Mm,
in the game,
mhm.
because the way the game is set up right now, I do not loan my player whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I join the multitudes of people who will never be interested in MLS until they have promotion relegation, and we all know they never will.
You're right.
They'll never allow it. The big wigs with all the money will never let that happen. It stands for everything proper football shouldn't. Yeah, in a lot of ways. I agree with that
Football is a
sentiment.
cultural thing. It doesn't have to be one thing or another.
That's right. It doesn't. I agree with the sentiment to a certain extent. Is that what I want football to be isn't what MLS is, but that doesn't mean that it has to be like that for everyone.
So then, my question to you is: so are you saying promotion relegation stands for everything that's proper about football?
No, that's not
Is that what?
everything. There's way more
No,
things than that.
no, no, no. Is that what Jacob Good is saying?
Oh, I'm sure there's more things to it than just that. He says no, no. Yeah, not just that. Yeah, yeah. It's one of the major things. It is the first thing. I was going to be like, if there was promotion relegation, I think MLS would be way more, or North American football in general. I shouldn't just say MLS would be a lot more interesting.
It's not the only league in the world that's closed. Just so you know.
It's not. No, but
No.
I'm not a big fan of the other ones either. The closed off ones. It's like you said. It's
No, he can
cultural.
argue
It's
he
cultural.
can argue against it. Just be consistent.
Mm.
If you don't like MLS because it's closed door, then don't then you also should not like the other leagues that are closed doors as well.
And it's
Oh my god.
a
Amador
hell of.
just got injured the day I got my other goalkeeper.
And if it's at least you got the other goalkeeper. At least it wasn't before you got him. No point in supporting a league without without its relegation. Sorry, well, without relegation. I'm saying every season can be different, but without a reason to try and make U.S. soccer better, there's no point in giving a shit. I kind of feel similarly. I mean, maybe not quite as harsh, but I do feel similarly. Promotion and relegation give them stakes to play for. Knowing that you can finish dead last and there's really no drawback other than, hey, you get to pick first overall in the draft now. Uh, you get rewarded for that shit. It's like that doesn't sit well with me in football. Here's the thing, though. Then this is the irony. In hockey, I think that's fine in the NHL. In fact, I don't like the draft lottery. I think last place should pick first. It's funny how I'm like that. It's like depends because it's cultural. Exactly what Jacob said. He's right when he says it's cultural. It should be different for everyone. Some people love the MLS, and I think that's great. They should. If they like it and that's their culture, all the power to them. And I'll be excited when they're excited because that's what I like is when people get excited.
It's funny. You don't know where the other um closed door league is, but a lot of our followers are from this country.
Hmm. Yep, a lot of them. Yeah, but I don't think anybody currently talking about this is.
Correct. You're right.
Chances massive. Pick up where you left off. Hey, well, that was a long-winded way to say pick up where you left off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The level of play is, yeah, you're right. You know exactly. The NHL, the NBA, the NFL, they are the top of their respective sports. The level of play is at the top. The MLS is nowhere near. So yeah, the level of play is part of the consideration, certainly. But a closed single entity system is no attraction to me. Fair enough. That's I agree. MLS is different, that's for sure. I don't hate it. It's just missing some things that would make it truly exciting in my books. The only way to get in is to spend $300 million to get in. Yeah, it's different. And I'm losing to Barcelona. Not that I'm surprised. Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch scores on me. Because we started this one in FM23, so he never went to Liverpool. He went to Barcelona instead.
So I have a lot of issues with MLS. I understand that a lot of people don't like the way MLS is ran.
Sure.
Um, but it also solves some problems that people don't like about European football. For example,
Mm,
people don't like that most European leagues don't have parity,
true.
right?
Yeah, lack of
Because
parity is a complaint.
you can pretty much count on one hand the number of teams that have a legitimate shot at winning a title in any given European league.
That's a good point.
Um, the last time the last time MLS champions repeated was in 2011 and 2012 when the league had 19 teams.
Hmm.
The league now is pushing 30 teams, and it's very unlikely um, that teams will repeat as MLS champions.
Hmm.
And sure, you can argue about the threat of not having relegation, but MLS also has their fair share of clubs that were once very, very good clubs that for any European sense, would be considered a fallen giant. You have the LA Galaxy, you have Toronto FC, DC United. These are all teams that were really good when they played when they first started, and now they're literally in the bottom third of the league. Um, sure, you can argue about the price tag, but at the end of the day, the reason MLS is set up the way it is so it doesn't repeat what the old NASL did by signing, superstar players that owners could not afford and essentially make the league fold. So it's they learn from their mistakes, and one of the biggest issues or biggest fears was folding. Um, the other closed door league is the Australian league, although they've been talking about opening it up, but I don't know if and when that's going to happen.
Yep. I
Um,
like this point made here, though. This one's great. Is and this one I like because I wholeheartedly agree with this one because even the NHL stopped doing this and the other major sports. Is every team's academy has a region, and if you're in another team's academy region, you're stuck with that one if you want to get into an MLS academy. That's right, and I think that that was abolished in the NHL and other places where you could only play for a specific team if you were in that region. That shouldn't be a thing. That's bordering on just outright, I don't know, slavery.
you also have to realize how big the United States is, and you don't have to just play at the MLS team's academy. The best players, well, not the best. There are a handful of players that are in the national team that didn't play at an MLS academy. Pulisic is a fantastic
Yeah,
example. He
but if you
never played for
want
the
to play in
Philadelphia
an
Union.
academy, you have to go through the region you're in, and I agree that that shouldn't be a thing. That's not right. Being stuck like that.
Why not? The U.S. is just as big as Europe.
They should go be able to sign with whomever they want, whatever academy they want to go to. Go to the best academy. Most of the best players would. You shouldn't be
So
because I was born in Missouri. I have to play for St. Louis's academy. That's horseshit. I didn't choose where I was born.
I think that also protects the parents. I think the clubs aren't willing to foot the door of relocating a kid into a
But
school
having said that, and he
and stuff
makes a
like
good point,
that.
unless your rights are sold, the best ones are going to be sold anyway. So you're not protecting shit. You should be able to pick and choose where you want to go. That way, the parents they can be protected from people hoarding them. If anything, that way the parents have
Your
some say
rights,
on. Hey, man, they get to pick what state they get to go to. This way, right now they don't.
your rights are only concerned when it comes to other MLS clubs. If you're going off into Europe, it's
Yeah,
just like any other transfer.
I don't think that the academy should be regionalized like that. Like, you shouldn't be forced into going to a certain academy just because of where you were born. You should be able to choose. I agree with that one. Be exciting to be able to
That
be like, hey,
argument
I'm going to
doesn't
New
really
York.
hold water. Hold
What's
on.
that?
So that Jake says that argument doesn't really hold water though, because for years MLS bent over backwards for the Galaxy when they were still the MLS crown jewel, and they're not now.
Yeah, they're not anymore. They're
So
just another club.
exactly, the only thing the last thing people probably remember about the Galaxy is that they had Ibrahimovic. They can't name five players on their team anymore. Um,
Yeah. David
they could
Beckham. Wait a minute. That's come up. I've literally been Manchester United, especially. So many fucking plastic fans of football in general in Canada. It's the worst. The worst. I've been in pubs and
you're talking about Miami. So I will agree that MLS bent over backwards to get Messi, but is it out of the picture, or is it why is it not possible for the star players to take pay cuts like Busquets and Alba and Suarez?
I like how Luis Suarez comes up in a stars conversation. Only in the MLS is he
Well,
still a star. Sorry,
go to
that's not
any
what
other
we're talking
league
about.
outside the top six, and he's probably a star in the league. No,
Luis Suarez, oof, he's well past it. Not the point though. That's not what we're talking about. They try to showcase their new clubs. They do. They try to give them a bit of a boost. Absolutely, but it's not the same as when the Galaxy was, like you said, the crown
No, it's
jewel of the
not.
league.
Tell me the okay, okay. List of MLS champions going all the way back to 2010.
That's the
One,
parody.
two,
Yeah,
three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going back to 2010, by my count, I count 10 different teams that have won MLS.
that's parody
You cannot say that about England. You cannot say that about Spain, France, Germany,
anywhere. Yeah.
or France, whatever the fifth country,
I
even
give you I give
Scotland.
you the parody
Yeah,
argument. I do. In terms of how teams competitively are treated, but what you're making the point, Jacob Good is making the point of, is that they're not always treated equally in terms of marketing. But new teams should be showcased. That's how you play on the excitement. That's what marketing is all about. Sports marketing was actually going to be my field. That's what I wanted to do with my life. So I got a minor in marketing. I ended up going a different
that's
direction
fine.
with
Take
life, but sports marketing is one of the things I find to be the most interesting. So what we're talking about here is not an argument of parody. What we're talking about is an argument of sports marketing.
Hey, going back to Jacob Gerd, tell me a league in Europe that has 33% of the teams winning the league in the last 10 years. You won't find it. Maybe Ireland, maybe Gibraltar, but you go to France, you can't find six teams that have won the league in the last 10 years. You go to Germany, you can't find six different teams that have won the league in the last 10 years.
10 teams out of
And
30. What? So wait, how is 10 teams out of 30 an argument against? There's not been more than 30 teams in the Premier League in that time.
my assumption is he's saying it's
And it's been
not a
fewer
lot of
champions.
teams.
Well, there's fewer in the Premier League. Even if you count relegation promotion, the same teams come up in and out the past 10 years. I don't think they've had more than 30 teams.
No,
Maybe
most
a
they've ever had
small
was
hair over, but even then they haven't had 10 different champions. So yeah, it's a weird comparison. Like again, it's the parody conversation isn't about parody right now. We're talking more about marketing. MLS is not even in its marketing. They'd be stupid to do so.
why?
Of course, you want your bigger markets to have more marketing power. That's just how you get more money in. Yeah, Norwich goes up and down every couple of years. That's true, they do. The Canaries are good at going in and out of the Premier League, but hey, at least they keep coming back. They don't just fall off the face of the earth like some teams
So
in the
let
past have. Nottingham Forest, or
let me change it up real quick. Because the other commenter says these guys don't take pay cuts because their careers demand the money they are on.
yeah,
MLS will never get better without a massive investment in promotion and relegation. I disagree with that. And
mm,
getting out of this horrible American mindset of salary caps. That I agree with. I don't think you need promotion and relegation
I do.
to,
Not everybody agrees. I know that,
yeah. Now,
and
I
that's
don't
fine.
understand
We don't have to
why
agree.
don't like you can take a base salary pay cut, but it'll be offset by the endorsements that these players are going to get by playing for Miami and MLS
Yeah.
promoting into Miami. Like they literally, I don't. It surprises me that a lot of people don't see that angle. They
All
just
right.
think that
I have to address the very last thing of the idea that anyone could win any given year is another marketing ploy. Incorrect. Literally, there are 10 different champions. That's not a marketing ploy. That actually happened. Do you remember what the Premier League did marketing wise? What the year that Leicester won, they went all out on the "we have parity, anybody can win in any given year." That was a marketing ploy because from the point that Leicester won, we've had what, four champions? That's it from then. And yeah, so MLS doesn't use it as a marketing ploy that anybody could win any given year. It's just a fact. So yeah, I mean, if they use it in their advertising, it's like, yeah, we have parity, anybody could win. They're not just saying it to make money; they're saying it because it's true. They also said they don't want another Leicester. That's true, they did. They don't want those smaller. Well, it depends on who you're asking. Like fans want to see parity, owners don't. Especially the Big Six. Look at all the shit the Big Six has tried to do in England to try to take control of the entirety of the English football pyramid. It's crazy that they're letting them get away with it so far. Yeah, six really big clubs basically would make the decisions for everyone. It's not really because teams like Chicago and Colorado won't even see the playoffs this coming season. Well, guess they got to improve. But next season they could be there. That's the funny thing about MLS is one season to the next, you don't know who's going to be in or out. They just both your goalkeepers are injured. What the hell are you doing over there in Rochdale?
Um,
Amador's out. Oh,
to
you
me,
did buy Sean Reese. Hilarious. You paying him 100,000 a week?
Colorado has made the playoffs in 2 of the last 4 years. Who was the other Did you just say Columbus?
No, Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah, nobody gives a crap about Chicago. I'll agree with you on that.
Nobody gives a crap about Chicago. That's funny.
Nobody.
Okay, hold on. I have an issue with your goalkeeping situation. You have a goalkeeper who's a backup and a goalkeeper who's a cup goalkeeper. So who's your starting goalkeeper?
Whoever's playing better.
That's okay. Those playing times are
Um,
just really silly. But yeah, they're both hurt now.
let's see. When was the last time the Fire made the playoffs?
The Flyers?
Fire. I
Oh,
might have
the
said Flyers.
Fire.
I meant the Fire.
Oh, Fire. I just misheard you. Thought you said the Flyers. I'm like, are we talking about hockey now? Because this is where I get excited. Wow, you really don't. This Calum Leberve, this guy's got a French name and he's Irish. I think this is your
Um,
other. Oh my God, is this guy gonna go in net for your next game?
Probably. The Chicago Fire have made the playoffs twice in the last 11 years.
It's pretty awful. But they also have
Yes.
their management issues are more at play there than anything else. Like they just that team is mismanaged horribly.
Um, I mean, didn't weren't they? Let's see. Do they have any MLS Cups to their name?
You're gonna give me next season's semifinalist: LAFC, Seattle, Philly, Cincinnati, or Columbus. Uh, So you're choosing 5 teams to make the semifinals next year. So you got a 25% chance of being right. Maybe 50% if you factor in the weak teams. That's like it's pretty high odds because again there aren't that many teams. You don't like trades for foreign roster spots? Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Right? Like everybody should have the same amount. Being able to trade them, like I don't understand that shit. That's the kind of asset stuff that just
This is someone
makes no
that's played in
sense.
MLS before on FM.
And I've done it. And I was like, I traded for foreign roster spots because I wanted to build a team out of really strong foreign players, and I did. I had 7 freaking foreign roster spots. 2 of them were permanent that I traded for because they could permanently trade them to you. I'm like, this is ridiculous. You guys are so dumb. And I traded a bunch of draft picks from that draft, the MLS Super Draft. Because what is the MLS Super Draft? It's a bunch of crumbs. None of the players that go into the draft are actually any good. I have never once, and I used to check, what kind of players were in it. I'd never once drafted a single starting player from the MLS Super Draft in FM. In FM, I don't know what it's like in real life, but in FM, it's just garbage. Yeah, I think that FM doesn't really properly represent the MLS in a lot of ways, and the draft being one of them. But yeah, the draft is just silly. In addition to having academies, you also have a draft. Like, why?
Because the college route. That's another issue. I
Too many layers. Yeah, MLS
Jacob
makes a
Good,
big deal about it. Mm,
Jacob Good is right on a technicality. They have 2 cups, but only one MLS Cup.
mm, okay. Anyway, that's enough MLS talk for today. I think we all have different views for sure. MLS is not a popular league in the world, but it's doing pretty well in the
Getting
United
better.
States right now. Well, it's improving all the time. That I can agree with. The quality of the game's a hell of a lot better than it was back when the Galaxy was the crown jewel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially being going to, I don't know, 70, 80 games over the last 5 years.
Did they win the Open Cup? That's probably what it was. Who knows?
The Fire have 4 Open Cup titles, one Supporter Shield, and one MLS Cup.
Hmm. I know that they're horribly managed. That's what I've heard about them. That they are a terribly mismanaged
You wanna know?
side.
You wanna know why they're terribly managed?
Mm. Sure.
Because of their names. Because of their namesake, the Great Chicago Fire of 1906. They're trying to be like the fire.
Right.
They're named after the Chicago Fire.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Chicago
Okay.
Fire.
So how are they trying to be like the fire? I don't get that part.
Just destruction and terrible happenings throughout the entire time the fire occurred, just like the
Right.
team.
I
It's a
see.
stretch.
I
It's a
see.
stretch.
I see. I see. Okay.
Mm,
I thought you were being serious. I didn't realize it was a joke.
oh,
Once I realized it was a joke, I was like, ah, okay, so they're just terrible.
yes.
That's what I'm gonna go with. They're just terrible. That's good enough. All right, play
I think
backups against Everton. I don't want to do that.
mm,
Maybe it's an Illinois
uh
thing.
they won MLS Cup in, hold on, what was the question?
Hmm.
The Open Cup. They won the Open Cup in 98,
Okay.
2000, 2003, and 2006.
You put 97. You said 98. It was probably 97, 98 season. That's a whole other.
No,
That's a whole other thing. No. Okay.
no, they play in the calendar.
MLS Cup at 97.
MLS Cup in 98.
Well, you say 97.
Unless Wikipedia is wrong.
Oh, no, it's not because I looked at it on another site. It's 98. Yeah, whatever. It's not that important. 97, 98. It
It's
was
history. Nobody cares about
relatively.
history, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a Yankee fan or a United fan. It's the only teams that care about history.
Oh my God. You're funny. Sports history. Let's be more accurate. Nobody cares about sports history. That's good.
Unless you're a Yankee fan or a United fan, because you got nothing else to cling on.
That's the thing I was talking about in Canada. It's like, how many times have I been in a pub with some of my, European family or friends, and I'd been talking football or whatever, and then you'll get the odd drunk person, what have you, and this happened a lot when I played darts, especially. People would be like, "Oh yeah, soccer," and I'm like, "No, football," whatever. Anyway, and they'd be like, "Yeah, yeah," and I was like, "So what team do you cheer for?" They'll always be like, "Manchester United," and I'm like, "Can you name another team?" And most people can't. Like, no, they can't. They don't. They literally don't know the name of another team. And there's, they're always like, "Oh no, no, I've been a fan for all my life," and I'm like, "Uh huh." Can you tell me a player who plays for Manchester United? And the last time I had this conversation was only 2 years ago, and I asked them. I said, well, "Can you name a player on Manchester United?" They're like, "David Beckham." I'm like, dude, what? Yes, he hasn't played there since like the early 2000s. What the fuck? That's awful. There's a lot of punters out there. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're just fucking fake fans, man. Horrible. And if you're going to be a fake fan, please choose somebody other than Manchester United. Gross. From a sports marketing standpoint, though, they are the largest sports franchise on earth. There, Manchester United. There's no doubt about it. You have to live under a rock to not have heard of them. And that's funny to think about. I don't really like that they are that famous, obviously. But they marketed the shit out of that team for a long, long time. And now, because of that, they have all kinds of advertising money, tons and tons of advertising. But they can suck for 2 or 3 years, and they still get all the advertising money. Isn't it crazy? I think it's crazy. I think your parents probably wouldn't know who they are.
My mom knows who they are.
You could be like, "Have you heard of Manchester United?" Your parents would be like, "No, really." They've sucked for 10 years. Well, I mean, on and let's be real. Like, I mean, like they can miss the Champions League for multiple years in a row and still have more advertising money than most other clubs. It just baffles my brain. I'd be really shocked though if you could actually walk up to your parents or anybody and say, "Hey, have you heard of Manchester United?" and have them be like, "Nope, never heard of them." Last game of the night. This is the last game of the night. You've all been warned. This is the last game of the night. Sorry, guys. I know we're having such good conversations, very spirited and engaging. I'm enjoying it. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, up to and
Yes, exactly.
including my charge towards the top of the Premier League. When we started this day, I was at the top. When we're leaving this day, we'll see. Maybe United drop points today. Maybe. Maybe I will still drop points in this game. I'm only up by one. I mean, I know people who know zero about sports and still know the words Manchester United. That's all I'm saying. Knowing zero about sports doesn't mean you've never heard those words uttered. They may not be able to tell you who they are or what they do. Is that a form of drink? It's like only if you've been watching them. They'll drive you to drink. I'd hate to be a fan of them. I would, not just because I cheer for a rival team, but because, god damn, they've really lost their glory.
I'd love to see them relegated.
You have to figure out how to not get this team relegated. Who are you playing as?
Listen, it's
Temuco. Right. You were saying you managed to go up to the top division. Well, honestly, play the way you've been playing in the first half of the season. It's usually you'll surprise a lot of teams because they'll underestimate you. That's usually the best way to survive.
seeing United get relegated
My
is
game is done.
for the proper fans of football. Awesome. How did we do? Let's find out.
Oh, you didn't even play your game again?
Oh, I played 8 minutes.
And then you
I
were
was
down?
more concerned with the conversation.
You were losing after 8 minutes?
Yeah, well, it
What
was
the
5-2.
actual fuck? You got smashed by Watford.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
at least you're
with
safe from relegation, but doing shit like that isn't doing yourself any favors. Like you're still 8 points ahead of Watford, but how do you lose to Watford?
Johansson scored on his debut.
I mean, your goalkeeper had a nightmare. That's what it is. Look at that. That
Oh, that's
goalkeeper you
right.
had to play, that's what it was. Everything they shot went past that goalkeeper except for a single shot, which was probably like they were felt bad for him at a certain point.
I'm gonna be with him for the next.
You need an emergency loan. I'm pretty sure you can get an emergency loan.
How?
I think you can loan in a goalkeeper right now because you have enough injured. Try. You know what? Try to loan in Bernardo Ferraz for me. Just for shits and giggles. I want to see. I'm pretty sure you can make a loan offer for a goalkeeper. Oh, it's inside the transfer window. Of course you can. But I think that it will actually go through faster too. I'm pretty sure there's emergency loans for goalkeepers in the rules.
I'm gonna get rid of cannot be terminated. I'm gonna get can be recalled, and I'm just gonna do zeros across the board. Is that okay?
Yep. EFL rules for emergency goalkeeper loans. Yep, they can be done on the same day. All right, let's move ahead and see. You want a loan for us? Yeah, so it's fine. He's a good young goalkeeper, and if he gets a few games in, it sure won't break my heart.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him in more games myself. So, but yes, there are same day, as long as they don't have to travel more than 5 hours, you can get same day emergency goalkeeper loans in English Football League.
So anywhere in England, it's
So let's move forward and see if it goes through instantly. It should do because you have two injured goalkeepers. And I think that's what it triggers in this game.
it's been accepted. It's still the 23rd. It's 8 in the morning. Oh, it's the next day. Okay, so let's see if it goes through today.
It should. It should have emergency goalkeeper loan rules. It's in Football Manager. I know it is. It should be. He should be there now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I have an under 21s game. Ha! Which apparently he can play in. I'm not going to play him in it in case that fucks it up somehow. I
Good idea.
don't want to mess this up. I'm actually genuinely curious to find out if this is going to work because we had a conversation about this last year at FM23 that emergency goalkeeper loans are in the game, and I shouldn't go as far as to say as I've seen the base code, but I've seen the base code, and it is in this game. It should be same day. We're at the end of the day now. Come on, guys. No, it wasn't the same day.
No.
So something is not right. Hey, at least I have this to show people. At least I can be like, hey, guess what I tested today? Inadvertently because it came up. It should be same day instant. So I'm not sure what the hell happened. Let's keep going. Just see. I mean, we'll stop on Wednesday when I have a game. If we don't, if it hasn't happened
Mercy.
by then, we'll stop for sure.
Oh, it's because I have a first team goalkeeper still available. Hold on.
Oh yeah, demote that ass down. You need
All right, so
that
let's
guy.
cancel it and try it. Let's cancel it and try it again.
We can do that. Because yeah, that guy should not be available.
All right, did you cancel it? Let's see.
I thought you said you were canceling it.
Oh, I'll cancel it for sure.
I didn't know who was canceling it. I'm sorry. So let's
That's
cancel it.
okay.
I'm like, okay, sounds good.
So we're gonna do it for Tuesday. Today's Monday. Let's do it for Tuesday.
All right.
It's now Tuesday.
Okay. So,
Accrington.
yep. Bernardo Ferres.
Oh, uh, um, loan offer can be recalled.
Yeah. You want to take out the cannot be terminated because you want it to be able to be terminated.
Correct. It wasn't there.
All right. So just accept that. Jaquabi. Oh, well, I don't know why he's still showing up in my news reports, but cool. Okay. Middle of the day. Nothing yet.
Accepted.
Over here. And it just moved to the next day just now.
Let's find out.
Nothing.
Is there a squad status emergency?
Don't believe so.
Oh. What if
Well,
it doesn't reject it because I canceled it? Do you think that's a possibility?
no.
Okay.
No, I don't. Loans aren't taken into account the same way transfers are.
We have a game today.
I do.
Oh, do you want to? Can we want to stop it here then?
I'm good to keep going, but I mean, you wanted to stop, so we should stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I said I have a game on Wednesday. If we haven't done it by then, we should just leave it for next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll be in before your next game. As long as he gets to you before Saturday, I suppose that's what
I
matters
mean,
most.
do you want me to be honest?
Uh,
If it gets to the point where it's like Saturday and we
mhm.
haven't done it,
Yeah,
can we just use the editor?
of course. Yeah,
Okay.
you need a
I want
goalkeeper,
to just.
and those rules are supposed to be in the game. They are, and I know that for sure. So anyway, that was fun. Back next week, hopefully Monday, maybe Wednesday. We don't know yet. Either way, I'll be playing, but
I don't know.
yeah,
Don't know what time yet.
we'll
But
know closer to the time. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Nice chatting about MLS and all other kinds of crazy things. I love being social with you people. It's wonderful. You guys keep my days going. So until then, have a good one, everyone.
I'll see you next week.